Welcome to this Yin Yoga class. We are going to be doing some Yin Yoga, which is a little bit different to traditional Vinyasa yoga. The way it's different is we're approaching the poses from a cold space. So we're not warming up the muscles and getting the blood flowing, because we really want to create space in the fascia, the connective tissues, your joints, your ligaments, and tendons. This is especially great if you are feeling achy a lot. Yin Yoga will be such a blessing for you. So because of that, I like to wear longer sleeves because I kind of get chilly because we're not getting our heart rate up. We're going to need a bolster, some blocks, and a blanket. If you don't have these at home, you can use a pillow, you can use just a blanket you have, anything that resembles a block. You just want something kind of sturdy. And if you want to invest in, there's lots of really affordable options that can help you in your yoga practice. The theme of today's class is "This too shall pass." And I'm going to be taking you into some uncomfortable positions. And you are going to quite quickly want to not be there. And the purpose of this is twofold. First, we want to create space in your connective tissues. And throughout life, we tend to get more closed off and tight and rigid. And Yin Yoga is fantastic for creating space in those spaces when we're feeling rigid. And the second reason we're doing this is to remind ourselves that when life gets emotionally or spiritually or mentally challenging, it does pass. It doesn't last forever. And so when we're in certain poses today and you really want to back out and be done, I invite you to remind yourself that you are training your brain and your mind to face resistance, to face the discomfort, because at least half of life is uncomfortable. And often it's through the uncomfortable situations we find ourselves in that we grow, that we learn something new, that we learn how to communicate and how to connect with each other. So let's get started in a toe squat. Now, it's a little intense. You're going to come up on your knees and tuck your toes. If you have tiny pinky toes like me, you're gonna wanna just make sure your pinky toe is facing where your knees are. And if you wanna get a bolster, this is gonna make this a bit more easy for you. You're gonna place the bolster in between your bottom and your lower legs. And we are going to sit right here. And you're gonna feel your toes open up. And this is incredible for the fascia in your feet. If you are someone that has super achy feet, hello, hallelujah. But you're gonna get to a moment where this doesn't feel like hallelujah. You want to be done. And I know how that feels. And so if you need to back off, you're just gonna lift up your butt a little bit. Whoo, and then you're just gonna pop back down. If you experience pain, like shooting feelings, like nerve pain, then you want to pop out. We don't want you to be in pain. But discomfort is good. Discomfort is creating space. So we're gonna sit right here. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing forward. Let's take 3 inhales. On your exhale, blow through a straw. Another inhale. Blow through a straw. We have another inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Let's press into our knees and lift up our bottom, send our arms all the way high. And then press them down. We're gonna take our left hand and wrap it underneath the right. Bend both elbows, reaching the back of your hands toward each other. We're gonna sit back. And these are eagle arms. We're pressing the elbows into your chest. Big inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, let your lungs expand in all directions. And on the exhale, let your spine lengthen. One last full breath. This will pass. Press into your knees, lift the bottom up, arms raise. Now we're gonna bring it down and the opposite will come underneath, reaching your palms toward each other. Bottom comes back. Pressing the backs of your hands toward each other, elbows come into your chest. Big inhale, expand the lungs. On your exhale, lengthen the spine, relax those shoulders. Big inhale. And blow through the straw. We have 2 more. If you're starting to feel that resistance, you might want to lift your bottom up for a moment. We have 1 more breath. Expand those lungs. And on the exhale, just melt. Press into the knees. Inhale, reach up. And bring them down. Take your bolster, pull it off to the side, and bring your hands forward, and you're just going to, lay down a foot after one another, and they're gonna feel really tender. And maybe you just reach back and just squish your feet. Just say, thank you so much, feet. Ooh la la, that is a really powerful stretch for your feet. And depending on how long you can stay there, it can depend on how often you've done it. But honestly, some days I can stay there for a long time, and other days it's just not working. So don't judge yourself. We're gonna go into lizard pose. Right leg is gonna come forward. Your blocks are at the front of your mat. Oh, actually grab a blanket first and lay the left knee on that blanket. Right foot is in between your blocks. And the goal is to hang out in this lizard pose for about a minute or 2. We're gonna be here for a while. So we're sinking into this right hip crease. Sink, 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 sink. You're gonna feel a big stretch in the left. Plant your hands on the block and drop your head. Now you can even curl the spine and bring your forearms down. Depending on how much range you have and just the length of your different body parts is gonna depend on what you can do here. But we're gonna hang here, heavy, heavy head. You're not activating any muscles, just letting everything just hang and flop. And really think about creating space in all of that fascia that is throughout your entire body. We're just allowing it to creep and to grow and to expand. Big inhale. On your exhale, soften. Big inhale. And soften. Again. And soften. You're about halfway here. There's going to be moments that you want to back off, that you want to be done with this pose, that maybe you start feeling some tingling. I invite you to face that resistance. Of course, if you're in pain, please back out, listen to your body. But if it's your brain that's saying, oh, this is too hard, I invite you to just let those thoughts slip away and to choose to face the discomfort. This too shall pass. While this minute might feel like an eternity, it will be over. You'll go on with your day and there'll be so many other things to do and you'll barely remember that you did this. This too shall pass. Maybe while you're here, you're thinking of things in your life that feel difficult, that are creating resistance and are opposition. Those too will pass. Just like we're going to come out of this pose in just a moment, you'll be able to come out of those challenges in your life. In your next exhale, you're going to press into the blocks, gently lift up the body, send the hips back. You're going to feel pretty tender in this left side. We're going to bring the right foot back and tuck both toes. And we're gonna sit down. Again, you can pop that bolster underneath if that feels more comfortable for you. We're gonna bring our hands to prayer. We have 4 breaths in this toe squat. Big inhale. Big exhale. On those exhales, melt those shoulders. Inhale, let the belly grow, let the lungs expand, the chest lift. And on the exhale, let the spine grow as everything seems to melt and drizzle to the mat. shifting forward. Place your hands on the mat and just lift up those toes again. Ooh, sometimes it feels kind of nice to tap, and sometimes that seems like it's such a bad idea. So listen to your body. We're gonna do the other side, so take the blanket and you're gonna pop it underneath the right knee, and then place the left foot in between your two blocks at the top of your mat. Now, knee in line with that ankle, deep crease right here in the left hip, and we are sinking the head forward. Soft, soft, soft. Lay your toes down. Maybe you bring elbows to your blocks, and we're going to hang here for about 2 minutes or so. Heavy, heavy head. As you breathe, expand the rib cage into the back space. And on those exhales, soften down. Bringing your chin to your chest, feeling expansion in your body. This discomfort you might feel here is going to be so nourishing to your joints, to your ligaments and your tendons. This too shall pass. Maybe you can recognize how you meet resistance, how you might want to avoid it, some of the dialogue that happens in your head. Just recognize what's coming up. We don't need to judge it, but as we develop an awareness of the stories that we tell ourselves, we're more prepared to move forward and to choose thoughts that can help us. Just like this move was gonna have some resistance and discomfort, later on today, you're probably gonna have an experience that you want to resist. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's a task that you really dislike doing. You're going to meet that resistance. And perhaps you'll have a little bit more patience with yourself as you face it. Big inhale. Expanding the rib cage into the back. You're halfway there. Softening all the body parts. Just let everything be heavy. Melt and release. Whatever part feels most intense right now, that's the area you want to envision sending your breath, sending your oxygen to smooth it out, to soothe it, to nourish it. 3 more big inhales. Here we go. Inhale, expand the rib cage all the way into your back space. And as you exhale, release and melt. Feel the space within your body grow. Big inhale. Last full round of breath. We inhale. And on your exhale, press your hands into your block. Lift the hips up, and ooh la la, you're gonna feel a lot of tenderness right there. Let's step the right leg back. Move your blanket, and let's come into a nice child's pose. You're gonna feel a lot of tenderness in the hips. We have our toes together, your knees can be slightly apart. If you wanna elevate your forearms, you can lay them on the blocks, and you can find a prayer and drop your head. On each exhale, you're softening the heart into the mat. As you inhale, you expand your back space. And then you melt into the mat, surrendering, knowing that these things will pass. On your next exhale, press on up. Coming up nice and slowly. And just find a nice long spine to reset that spine. As we finish up, just come onto your bottom, bring a bolster, and you're just gonna lay it in front of you and just plant a foot on it. We've done a lot of opening in our feet, and I invite you just to give your feet some love right now. If you have some oil or lotion nearby, you can just squirt it on, whatever delights you. We just take our thumbs and we're just gonna press up the middle. Sometimes, at least those of us that are mums, we're always reaching out to our kids and maybe giving them massages or tickling them. And you know what? You can do it to yourself. This is a great time just to give yourself some physical touch, some thank yous, to nourish those feet, pressing those thumbs up through the middle. Maybe you point the toes toward and just reach, reach, reach. Nice deep bend there. Big inhale. This too shall pass. Switch sides, extend that leg out and bring the other foot in, and you're just pressing your thumbs. You can start on the inside of the arch and then move to the center. You might feel parts that kind of feel like a bruise or a knot. You just kind of press in. You can hold a press or you can push it up. Just kind of close your eyes and do what feels yummy and kind and nourishing to your body. And that might shift each time you do this, kind of what your body wants, what feels delicious. So grateful for these feet. All they do for us, all the places our feet take us. And sometimes they just need a thank you. Bring your toes toward the heel. Add a little pressure there. This too shall pass. Move your bolster to the side, cross your legs, and allow your hands to fall forward. And we'll conclude this practice with 3 cleansing breaths. We'll inhale, and on your exhale, out through your mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror. Again. Once more. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.